Thanks to the organizer of this workshop and thanks to the other participant who will watch this video. So the aim of this workshop is to study the forms and of solidarity, both at a local level and more generally how charity goods cross the Mediterranean. It is the same perspective that drives my research about late medieval Venice, binding together the local dimension and then the more broader Mediterranean dimension that entailed the circulation of goods. It also it also shows the interwoven nature of material culture, such as candles, or actually on a larger scale, buildings that were built for merchants, that were built by merchants for poor people. It really shows this interwoven nature between material culture and the concept underpinning the establishment of pious bequests and pious institutions such as hospitals and actually not just in the Christian world. So I really would like to keep together those two dimensions. So I had a chance to examine several wills from late medieval Venice that actually illustrate the networks of charity not just in Venice but well beyond, because some testators could choose to bequeath money to institutions outside of the city of Venice, and often did so. So multiple link actually tied merchants to the parish and donations, small or big, to one parish, or a common way to assert the link with the social group, the social foundation of the city. Indeed, devotion towards one's own parish or towards the Dominican order was a key feature of medieval society, not just in Venice. But the peculiarity of Venice, the idiosyncrasy of Venice, if you want, is the creation of the scuole. Now, scuole are lay confraternities that were bound to ensure some basic form of welfare, if we want to use the word, that also channeled funds by merchants, who mainly composed them, towards other strata of the population of the city. Hence, what we may observe is that in Venice, lay confraternities actually existed together with peers and religious institution to actually create mechanism and reinforce ties of solidarity within the city. And this is surely one of the great, I think, data that emerge from my research. One other thing that I would like to highlight and to underscore is the moving dimension. So what do we see? So as for the moving direction, as said, the state could easily leave money to monasteries or churches that stood outside of Venice. It could be in Crete, they could be in Cyprus, they could be everywhere around the Mediterranean. At the same time, the circulation also entails an element of material culture, which is very well present in the bequest of Venetian merchants. For example, donations of candles, dupleri, or in general of sometimes even religious objects, was crucial to establish and to maintain the ties of kinship and to a certain extent also the ties of collaboration with different strata of the city. What we may observe is that those links of solidarity are maintained even when the will is actually compiled or written in places that are far from Venice. And the most important part of my research is to highlight this connection between the local dimension, so charity within the city, moving goods that keeps charity outside the city in the Mediterranean.